Hello, you guys. Hello, you guys. Hello, you guys. Yes, I am on the road. I am on the go. I am on the move. What is that? Did I have oil on my forehead? It's okay if I do. All right. Just want to let you guys know pray, meditate, ask, and appreciate. That is the message of the day. Pray, meditate, ask. That is the message of the day. And also, as my mom would say, traveling grace to wherever you are going to, honey. I still need to, I'm getting used to these braids. Y'all gonna have to work with me. Let me try to get my cute on. All right. So a lot of people have the mindset of prayer. How do I pray? I don't know how to pray. And some people is like, I know how to pray. And some people are like, what are the magic words? Okay, let me tell you what the magic words are. How about this? Why don't you sign up? Give me a couple weeks, right? Hopefully it'll be ready by June. I'm going to have a class called the Magic Words, and I'm going to teach you how to transform your words to old school saying, mean what you say and say what you mean, right? But in the meantime, in between time, this is what I want you to learn. Here's your first word to look up, all right? That word is pray. P-R-A-Y, not P-R-E-Y. And sometimes we ask the wrong people to pray for us. And while we're asking for people to P-R-A-Y, there are people that are P-R-E-Y, right? They're praying in the wrong way, right? They're watching you. They're hoping for your demise. But then you also have people that are praying for your highest good and on your behalf. And those are the people that you want to keep around there. But here's something about prayer that it took quite a while for it to sink in for me as an individual, right? When you pray for something, it doesn't mean it's going to happen lickety split right then and there, right? And most of us, whatever we're praying for, we want it to manifest immediately. And sometimes it absolutely does manifest immediately. But if the prayer that you are praying, make sure that you ask for revelation. This is the most pivotal step in prayer. People ask for things, right? And when during prayer, God, can you do this? Or higher being, whatever it is, can you do this? Can you do that? It's the asking part, right? Can you do this? Can you do that? But the part that people leave out is, can you also help me to release, right? These are the magic words if you need them. Can you reveal to me? What does it look like when I am praying and asking or trying to manifest something? How am I going to know it's here? Sometimes it's, God, can you make it obvious? Higher self, can you make it obvious? Or can you send me some type of confirmation through a person? Or can you send me some type of confirmation from a book? Because I like reading books. Can you send me some type of confirmation through music? Because I love music, right? You have to ask for the confirmation so you know what to look for during the confirmation. All right. You also have to ask for a release, right? Anytime we're praying for something, especially if it's something that is challenging in our life, make sure that you are asking for the release and you are also asking for the healing. If it is a challenging situation of, God, I need you to vindicate me because this is what's going to keep me off these streets from trying to vindicate and do it myself. I understand that as well. I can relate, right? Because sometimes vindication is best left done to the ascended masters, the higher ups, God, whatever your belief system is, right? That's what it should be left to, right? To keep yourself out of trouble. And the power of prayer may work for you, not in the time you want, but there are always things that are going on behind the scenes, all right? So prayer just means asking. These are just little steps. Prayer is asking. It's also releasing. And it's also asking for revelation, right? As well as healing, especially if it is a challenging situation. If it is not a challenging situation and you're just saying, God, you know what? I'm grateful, because much like people in life, Sometimes the prayer comes from a place of, oh Lord, please get me out. Oh God, please get me out. Oh higher master, ascended masters, oh please get me out of this situation, right? Or can you help me, help me, help me? And then when everything is all good, we forget to be grateful, right? So it's okay to be grateful. Open up your mind and say, you know what, I am grateful for things. But because being grateful and being appreciative for the things that you have already received, the releases that you've already received, the challenges that you have already faced and came through, be grateful for those and say, you know what, if I'm going through a challenging time right now, help to remind me and bring to my remembrance when I was at adversity, right? And this is where people get it mixed up, and this is what's coming through for me. Sometimes when you are going through a moment of adversity and people will say, man, this is just like this time when I went through this. But that's, and in a negative say, man, my life ain't never right, man. No. Have you ever thought that maybe this memory is coming to mind to remind you of how you got out of that last situation? And that's the part that people tend to overlook. They take it on sometimes, aka this comes in as anxiety, it comes in as depression, it comes in as feeling overwhelmed, right? This is how it comes in. So when it comes in this way and you start remembering all the negative things that happened to you in life, have you ever considered maybe that God, maybe that your ascended masters, maybe that your belief system is trying to remind you, look, you've been through adversity before, you done been here before. Ain't your first rodeo. This ain't the first time that you have come across this, right? And you will come through this. This too shall pass, right? Trouble won't last always, as they say, right? But sometimes when those memories come back up, we start thinking about all the negative situations that happened to us in our life. And instead of being grateful that God brought us through when we prayed for it at the time, we tend to forget. And we tend to think, you know what? How I made it through that situation is irrelevant right now, Tina. I'm going through something right now, and you want me to remember how I got through something in the past. You know what? I don't want to remember how I got through the past. It makes me sad. It makes me depressed. Well, I tell you what, if you learn and you decide and you make a decision to learn from that moment that is popping up in your memory and you think that it's triggering you, right? To remind you of, this is the bad moment that I'm going to be in. Instead of saying, you know what, I remember when in this moment, because everything is a choice. And remember, when I'm talking about choice, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about choice. Remember, I'm never talking about force. I'm always talking about my choice, right? So it is your choice to discern, is this going to be a trigger of something negative that happened to you? Or is this going to be a remembrance of an experience that you went through and you got through that experience and you healed from that experience and you faced that challenge? What did you do to face that challenge? This is the part that I want you to remember, right? Well, you say, Tina, you know, I'm not healed from that yet. I'm still working on 5 minutes ago, let alone I'm still working on 5 hours ago. Tina, I'm still working on 50 hours ago. I'm working on 50 days ago. I'm working on 5 years ago. And this thing that came into my life, I'm still working on that, Tina. And then while I'm facing this adversity, it's coming through again. I don't have time to deal with that. I got to deal with this right now. And so what happens is you let it compile, right? You let it pile up. And the more you don't deal with it, the more you don't create solutions, because this is what anxiety and feeling overwhelmed and being depressed is all about. It's about not having the ability to create solutions when you need them. That's what that's about. This is why you get depressed, overwhelmed, anxiety, and sad. And you're like, Tina, you making it sound real simple that all I have to do is create a solution. Well, it may sound simple, and for some it is. But when you create a solution, that is only the first step, right? This is something that I'm not just talking. This is something that I personally do for myself. So if you create a solution, I'm going to tell you the challenging part for me, because I'm great at ideas. I'm wonderful at advice. I can give you all the information you need, but I'm telling you my challenge is taking action on things sometimes, right? That's the challenging part. And yes, we're still talking about prayer. We have not moved on to meditation yet. We are still talking about prayer, right? You have to take the action. Sometimes your solutions that are given to you from your higher up, given to you from your ascended master, is given to you through experience. And sometimes the solution is in the opportunity that is provided for you. Sometimes the solution is in the opportunity that is provided to you. Sometimes the opportunity is presented to you as a solution. Either way, you want to receive that and accept that. Okay? But sometimes we pass on that opportunity and then we're still praying. Now let's talk about meditation for a second. Tina's definition of meditation and what that is, right? So meditation for me, this is where I receive peace. It's where I receive my answers. It is where I receive knowledge. It is how I create solutions. This is where I get my advice, right? This is where all of these things come from. Meditation is done several different ways. Often I have heard people say, I don't know how to meditate. Meanwhile, meditating the whole time. Have you and just stared off into space? I know most of us have, and some of us call it daydreaming, right? That's meditation. It is a form of meditation. It is a form of visualization. It is a form of focusing on something from the moment. And even though you're physically fully present and aware, you can hear and you can see, focused in this moment on whatever the message is that is trying to come through for you. Point blank, period. Meditation could be a source of whatever you would like. Meditation is not a ritual. This is where people get it confused. You can have a ritual for meditation, but meditation itself is not a ritual, right? Prayer itself is not a ritual. It is a prayer. It's two different things. You can say my ritual for prayer or my prayer ritual, but it is two different things. Prayer stands on its own. Meditation stands on its own. Some people have rituals, right? What is a ritual? A ritual is a practice that you do each time you do something. That's the simple way I can put it. That's what a ritual is. So every morning when I get up in the morning to brush my teeth, I grab my toothbrush, I rinse my toothbrush off, I put toothpaste on my toothbrush, I turn on my shower so the water can get hot while I brush my teeth. And depending on the mood I'm in, sometimes my ritual will change. Sometimes I will grab my mouthwash and then I will swish around and then I'm switching, I will take my toothbrush, I will put my toothpaste on there, I will turn my shower on, let the water get hot, spit out my mouthwash, and brush my teeth. Sometimes I wake up and my mouth is so yucky, I will just rinse my mouth out. I will floss again because I flossed the night before. I will floss. I will get my mouthwash. I will take a little bit of peroxide, boop, inside of my mouthwash. I will switch that around, grab my toothbrush, put toothpaste on, turn the shower on while the shower is getting hot, spit out my mouthwash, and brush my teeth. Now, sometimes I'm in a rush and I'm running late, right? I will go in and I will turn the water on so the water can get hot real quick. I'm going to grab my toothbrush, I'm going to put the toothpaste in it, and I'm just going to brush my teeth. And then I'm going to jump in the shower and I'm going to brush my teeth in the shower. I know everybody don't do that, but I do it sometimes. Jump in the teeth and brush my shower. But you notice there were some steps that I missed in my ritual. I didn't rinse my toothbrush off, right? Again. Because after I brush my teeth, of course I rinse it off. But I was in a rush this morning. I turned my water on first. I got my toothbrush, got my toothpaste, and I started brushing my teeth. And then I jumped in the shower and finished brushing my teeth in the shower. Does my ritual still work? Does my ritual for keeping my teeth clean, does it still work? Yes. My teeth are still brushed. My breath does not smell like Fritos or whatever morning breath smells like to you. Whether I turn that shower water on first or last, my teeth got brushed. Whether I rinse my toothbrush off or not, my teeth got brushed. Whether I use mouthwash or not, my teeth got brushed. Whether I put the toothpaste on before I mouthwash, after mouthwash, before I turn the shower on or not, it still worked. And this is the key to meditation and also prayer. It is okay to have a ritual, but do not bind. Let me say this. Do not bind yourself in such a position that you feel like you cannot pray or meditate about something or for something until you have done that ritual. This is where you get stuck. The main key is brush your teeth. I keep a toothbrush and toothpaste in my car. If my mouth is feeling yucky and I'm not at home, I know y'all like, Tina, come on, quick. We get your point. I understand, but for those of you that don't get the point, let's continue. Shall we go? Shall we continue? Shall we continue? Right? If I'm in the car and I'm on the road, I have little toothpick flossies. In case something gets stuck in my teeth, I've got a little toothbrush and some toothpaste right there. Because if I want to brush my teeth, I can't wait till I get home. I cannot wait till I get home. I can't wait to get home and then turn the shower on and then do my mouthwash, and then sometimes I play my music, and then I don't have time to do my quote unquote normal ritual. So what do? I take my handy dandy bottle of water. I got my toothbrush, my toothpaste, and then I will either pull over to the side of the road and brush my teeth. Or if I'm that desperate, I got that kind of time, I'm going to brush my teeth right here. I'm going to swish it around, and then I probably got an empty bottle, and I spit it in there. Don't get hung up on rituals when you are praying and meditating, right? Don't get hung up on that. I feel like some of y'all get hung up on rituals. I can't do something unless I do it a certain way. And if I don't do it this certain way, then it can't get done. I have to have the magic routine, the magic words, and I have to be in a certain environment, in a certain place. You better start shouting out and saying amen, or I pray, or Ashe, or namaste, or whatever it is, whatever it is that you're going to say, go ahead and say it right then and there in that space when you need it. Have you ever asked somebody to pray for you or send you good vibes? Never be like, okay, I'm going to do it. When you tell me that, I say it's already done. That is a whole complete sentence, prayer, meditation, vibe, agreement, being in alignment and agreement that I am sending your way. And the reason why I'm sending that your way is because you asked me for it. And if it's something that I agree with, then that's what I'm going to say. It's already done. You'll be like, Tina, are you going to pray for me? That was the prayer right there. It's already done. If it's something else that I feel, then I'm going to say, you know what? My prayer for you is that things go the way you desire them to go, and I'm in alignment and agreement with you that they shall go your way and you shall have it your way. And that's it. That's the prayer. That's it. Ain't no magic words. Ain't no these, those, thous. Ain't no certain words. It's plain and simple, just like that. So if you are getting hung up on rituals, if you are getting hung up on, I don't know the magic words to pray, I don't know how to receive, I don't, confirmation, everything in this video is going to tell you how to do it. Now, here's the thing. When you pray and you meditate, let's get into the word ask, and then we're going to round this up, all right? When you ask, or when you are trying to manifest, two things: pray and obey. Pray and obey. What you mean, Tina? I mean, when you pray for something, you meditate for something, and you ask for something. Asking means I need assistance from someone or something to help me. That's what asking means. I need someone or something to help me. When you ask, generally, a provision will come through. Going back to what we said earlier, sometimes that provision comes through a person. Sometimes that provision comes through an opportunity. Sometimes that provision comes through, I just happen to be flipping through this book. I just happen to be walking this way. And the solution is dropped in your lap. When you are asking, make sure you are asking for revelation. You ask for revelation and you start not paying attention. So as they say, pay attention. So you can see the opportunities, so you can see the solutions, and so that you can see the things that are going to be created on your behalf because you took time to pray, meditate, ask, or all of the above. So I want you to take time today, and I want you to think about something that you have prayed on. And for those of you that are worrying about what you prayed on, it is, am I being heard? You are being heard. There are things that are going on behind the scenes. This is the part that you must remember. When things are going on behind the scenes, it takes time. They talked about how Jamie Foxx had 8 days left to make a movie. 8 days left to make a movie. Something happened to him. There's rumors that he had a stroke. Some are saying they don't know what happened to him, right? So what happened to the movie? The movie got delayed for a little while, but then they were like, you know what, the show must go on, and they hired a stunt double to play Jamie. Right? Sometimes there's going to be a delay because there are hiccups and there are things that are going on behind the scenes. There are things that are going on behind the scenes. Like right now, this truck behind me, he's in a rush, but guess what? The speed limit say 25 miles an hour. And there's a cop up ahead. And now he's behind me who's actually obeying the law and going the 25 miles an hour. Now, if I wouldn't be here in his way, this cop that's up ahead flashing his lights, he'd got that ticket. See, sometimes God will put something in your way to slow you down so that you don't get in trouble. He could have caught this ticket that's up here. And I've seen it on this road several times. Several times I've seen people get tickets on this road because they want to zoom through here. And you know what? I know when I come down this road that there is going to be a delay. So I plan accordingly. And I do not rush through this part because I have seen other people get tickets. What is it that you need to pay attention to that maybe that might be a sign right there? Maybe you're rushing to get something, but maybe God or divine intervention, let me say it that way for those of you that don't like me saying God, which I'm okay with either. Let's say that divine intervention is taking place and you're not paying attention and you're not noticing the divine intervention that is trying to prevent you from getting yourself into more of a mess, and you're trying to hurry up and rush and create a solution. You're trying to hurry up and get it done. And because you're trying to hurry up and get it done, and you're allowing other people like this truck back here, he want to hurry up and rush me, you want to rush through it, you're messing up more stuff. So now that I'm through that intersection, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna let him speed on by. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, there's 6 people behind me that I probably just saved from getting a ticket. But he is in such a rush, he gonna speed on. But what he don't know is that he just got saved some time, because if he would have gotten that ticket, he'd have been pulled over and had to wait anyway. You feel me? And now that we are here, right here on the side, it says in road work. Now I can go 70 miles an hour. Excuse me, 75, right? Don't be in such a rush for your prayer to be answered. It's going to be handled in the time that it needs to be handled. And if you are being frustrated right now, right, because the goal you're trying to obtain, you feel like it's being delayed, maybe have patience and remember that some things are going to take time. And if you rush through it, it may put you in a bigger mess than what you're already in. Don't rush your blessing. That's a lesson. I love you guys. This has been awesome and amazing. If you need some one-on-one coaching or you need an intuitive session, I'm going to have my class coming up soon. You can go on Eventbrite. You can sign up for the reminders that will pop through every Tuesday at 7 a.m. I will be live on YouTube. You can sign up through Eventbrite for the reminders, or on this YouTube channel, just go ahead and click. That's what I want you to do. Click subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Like and share. You never know who needs the message. And make sure that you compliment at least 10 people a day, because you never know whose life you can change. You never know whose vibration you can raise up. And you never know what door of opportunity you can open up by simply paying a compliment. I love you guys. Be great. Be wonderful in the world. Pray, meditate, ask, and appreciate. And remember, do not rush your blessing, right? It's always going to be right on time. I love you guys. Mwah.